You know, the renewed onslaught against insurgents, especially in the northeast of Nigeria, has yielded some positive results, if you permit that. Over 30,000 insurgents and family members have surrendered to the superior firepower of the Nigerian troops. The disclosure was made by the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, SGF, Boss Mustapha, the Director, Special Service of the SGF's office, David Atta, who represented him at a two-day stakeholders engagement on current security challenges in the Northwest geopolitical zone, disclosed this. Democracy also means the right to live in a violence-free country. Yinka.
Well, it's glad
because the insurgency started like a child's play.
It's like a child's play, yeah. Is good news to hear about this, but all the same, you hear 30,000 have surrendered, these have surrendered, but the problem still persists. And then you keep asking yourself, where are these people surfacing from? From where are they coming? Is it that when you kill 30,000 or 30,000 surrender, they multiply and become more? So there must be something somewhere that we are not doing, that we need to do. And as we have said several times on this program, firepower alone does not win the war. In any war, you still have to come back to the round table to talk.
As a matter of fact, you can lose many battles or win many battles and still lose the many.
Exactly. So what we did now is a kind of a carrot and stick approach. What do we need to do? Why is it that when 30,000 insurgents surrender, you still have some other 30, 40, 50,000?
Mine is, I'm looking at the figure 30,000.
Yes.
Where do you keep them? How do you manage them?
Exactly.
That is the problem. Yeah, I mean, they are almost overwhelming. That's more than a village. So what do? It's a very tricky situation, and we need to involve more psychologists and psychiatrists and the rest. All those mental health people need to be involved in all this, because it is not only a war you fight physically, it's a war of the mind. So you need to involve all these people, religious leaders, psychologists, psychiatrists, and all the rest of it, because they need to be worked on. They need to be worked on so as to make them really understand, or to really know that, are they surrendering because they are hungry? Because that's one thing we must also look at. Some will surrender because they are hungry. By the time they are well fed again,
they go back.
Look at the footage.
I mean,
see the long line.
See see them. So where do you keep all this? Where do you keep all these people? How do you ensure that they stay in line? It's a very terrible thing. I don't know. We need services of people who have gone through this kind of thing before.
E.g.
that can, I mean, in other countries, that's what I'm saying. Other countries, we need to learn from them. Even if it is, if it means Rwanda, don't look at it that you are a big country. There are so many things we can learn from Rwanda. Yeah. There are countries that have undergone insurgency things and things like that that we can learn from. How did you get over it? We need to learn.
Yinka, we fought an avoidable 30-month war.
Yes.
You think that would not have been enough lesson for us?
It should have been, but unfortunately it is not.
Okay.
It is not. And that is the problem we are still facing up till today. We have not learned anything from that war. Because in actual fact, people don't even want you to talk about it. And that's unfortunate.
All right. Asukwaso, he is suggesting the engagement of health fellows, to manage the crowd. I'm looking at 30,000.
Well, honestly, that 30,000 is too much, especially when you have 30,000 people who have been brutal in terms of killing and being merciless, and now you want to call them repentant and then move them into the civilian populace. It will take a lot of work for a psychologist to try and remove their mindsets from whatever they were thinking before.
The Onyibo people talk about de-radicalization and all that.
And de-radicalization, I hope, is not going to be for 30,000. It's not going to be a 6-month program.
Yeah. No.
So
and
it's because
feeding them alone.
And just like Lainka just said, we need to know why these 30,000 are dropping the arms and saying they are not fighting the Nigerian state anymore. Is it because they are hungry, or is it because our firepower is spoiling their business, or because of what? So those are some of the things. I think even the Nigerian government will also have to pass information to us, because if you say you are giving 30,000 insurgents and saying that most of them have surrendered, we need to know why they have surrendered. Where are they going to be put? You can't just put these people and say, okay, these people are going to be in Maiduguri that is safe now, and then you now push them into Maiduguri. It's not going to be easy, because everybody, I know that even when the insurgency was hot, I remember one of my reporters, who is late now, was telling me that sometimes they know who the Boko Haram people were, because some of them were neighbors. So, but what you just do is just to ignore, because when once you start saying, I know that person is Boko Haram, the next thing they come for you and your family. So we need to also get to that point when you are trying to de-radicalize these people, to know that you also have to give confidence to the populace and telling them that, come, these people are now new. They are your brothers. They are no more carrying guns.
Yes.
And if possible, engage them in either menial jobs, make them busy, because I just believe if you don't make them busy, that is when they will start thinking where they can get money for them to feed themselves. So the government will need to communicate to us and let us know what the effort they are making, so that we don't want to know the nitty-gritty. If they like, let them spend whatever. I know there is a budget for it, but the people need to know what the effort they are making, so that it doesn't look as if they just brought these people and dumped them into the society.
But this is not to remove anything to take anything away from our gallant officers.
No, beautiful.
The piece of news is pleasing to us.
Very, very.
Even though the whole thing was avoidable from the...
It's very pleasing, and for, just as you said, it is not to take anything away from our gallant military men. They have done a lot, and they continue to do it. But we also, that's what we are saying, that we also need to help them. They have done, their own is to use their firepower, which they've done, and it's taking us to this level. But we also need to help them, so that when we help them, you have specialists who take care of these people from mental angle and all that. Then it will help to make the thing better.